What's up, guys? Hope you're having a good day. So we got another new album that came out yesterday, Christmas Eve. Today's Christmas. Merry Christmas. If you're watching on Christmas Day. Spotemgottem dropped off his new album, and in this video I want to do a sales projection on what I think it's gonna sell in the first week. Now, I already listened to it. Honestly, it's not that bad. I mean, it's not like, wow, this album's amazing or anything like that, but it's not bad. I think I had like 1 or 2 guest features. I Swear Veza was one of them, but there was really like no big guest features, which is kind of surprising because Spotemgottem, for one, he's on a major label. He's on Geffen Records, I believe, and he had a big hit. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it was a while ago, but a lot of big rappers remixed that hit. So you would think he could get more big rappers on there, but I kind of feel like his career is already declining. Like, he had that one hit, and now he's like a one-hit wonder. Like, I feel like he's literally, it's not gonna really be a big career for him, to be honest with you guys. And look, I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. He's from Jacksonville, Florida. I give him props for getting a big hit because back in the day when I was coming up, there were no Jacksonville, Florida rappers that ever got big. I knew a lot of guys in that city that used to really want to be rappers, and it never worked out for them. When I was 17, I worked at a seafood restaurant over by Tinseltown movie theater. It's not there anymore. I think the building where it used to be is a Chinese buffet restaurant now. But kind of, if you're from Jacksonville adjacent, there was an ale house right behind that was where the seafood restaurant was. And I was a busboy, you know, little 17-year-old busboy. Terrible fucking job, horrible owner. I see why they went out of business. But there was a guy that worked there with me. He was a server. Don't even remember his name anymore. It's crazy too, because like, I mean, we weren't like friends, but one time he invited me to the studio. He was like, "Hey, you want to come to the studio with me and watch me record some music?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I called up my friend Jonathan, and I was like, "Hey, bro," I was like, "Can I bring a friend?" He was like, "Yeah." I called up Jonathan. I was like, "Hey, man, you want to go to the studio with me? This dude, he's laying down some rap songs tonight." So Jonathan was like, "Yeah, let's go." So we went, and he recorded like 1 or 2 songs, and it was a cool experience. That was my first time ever in like an actual recording studio. But my point of that is like, this guy really wanted it. He was doing serving at the seafood restaurant as a way to get by, but his true passion, his true dream was to be a rapper, and it didn't work out for him. And that just goes to show that back then, no Jacksonville rappers, no matter how hard you worked or anything, the industry just wasn't fucking with Jacksonville rappers like that. Now, you got Fulio, you got Young and Ace, you got Spotemgottem, you got Nardo Wick. Nardo Wick is by far the biggest one right now. Obviously, his album sold like about 30,000 copies in the first week. That's the same as Rick Ross sold on his new album. So that's awesome for the city. And then Nardo Wick had a big hit, Spotemgottem had a big hit. Young and Ace hasn't had a big hit yet, but you know, he's getting more well known. He was on Rick Ross's album, as a matter of fact, speaking of it. So I'm happy to see Jacksonville rappers getting popular, but what I'm not happy about is the rappers that are getting popular, what they're talking about. Like, I listened to Spotemgottem CD, why did I say that? Album, whatever you want to call it. And it was nonstop like, I'll shoot my op, I'll kill my op, I'm gonna, you know, blow him away. My gun is known for killing people. Like, that's all it was about. And that just doesn't really fascinate me that much, because it's not even creative. There's nothing creative about it, the way he's saying it. It's just so simple bullshit. But again, the album wasn't too bad. Like I said, I listened to it. Back from the Dead, I think it's called. Back from the Dead. But, you know, shout out to him. Shout out to Jacksonville rappers. Even though I don't live in Jacksonville anymore, I'm glad I left Jacksonville. I recommend everyone to leave Jacksonville if you're from Jacksonville, because honestly, that city sucks ass. There's no good nightclubs there anymore. There used to be. When I was coming up, there was a lot of good nightclubs. You had Aqua, you had the Globe, you had Bourbon Street, you had Ocean Club, you had Club Paris, then it turned into Mavericks. You had a ton of options. You had Club Pure, you had TSI. Pure was fire, TSI was fire if you're into EDM music. All that stuff is gone now. Now it's only the beach bars or whatever. So if you're in Jacksonville, I highly encourage you to leave Jacksonville. Nothing but rednecks and ghetto people there. I'm just telling it like it is. Rednecks and ghetto people. And I don't really click with either one of those, you know what I mean? Like, I like people that are, you know, are regular, good, chill people, business people, whatever, that aren't into that ghetto lifestyle or that redneck white trash lifestyle. So I had to leave. I recommend everyone to leave Jacksonville. Anyway, what's it gonna sell in the first week? Spotemgottem's album. I think the album is gonna sell under 5,000 copies. It's not even gonna hit the top 200, which, I mean, that's not really a surprise because he has no hit out right now. If it does hit the top 200, I think it might sell at the most 10,000 copies, which would put him around maybe like 180, 190 on the charts. Around Christmas time, it's super hard to hit the charts unless you're like a superstar. He's nowhere near a superstar. So it's not gonna sell that well, but you know, that's my prediction, guys. Let me know in the comments what your prediction is. Let me know if you think I'm way off base with this, that he is gonna sell way more than I'm thinking. Please subscribe if you haven't, give me a like, and I will talk to you guys later.